Hi there, this is MC Yoda, and welcome back to the Game Foundation, and here I am in the little town of Emerald Pointe. So, what I wanted to look at this episode is, well, a couple of things. The first thing I wanted to do is talk about the possibilities of going to the next, let's see, where is it? Here we go. Looking for this next additional need, that would be the refined food. So we've got all of the essential needs for our villagers, and we also have one of their additional needs, but we don't have their other additional need yet. This right here is keeping everyone at a nice solid 80% happiness, which everybody in town is at. So this refined food could, I'm assuming, push them to 100%. And then that would be a pretty great place to be. Now, unfortunately, to do that, it's going to be a bit costly. So, first of all, I only have 125 coins on me right now. And to unlock butchering is going to cost 50. So that's already going to put me at 75 gold. And for the butchering to be effective, I'm most likely going to have to purchase another lot of land. Most likely this one, because I'm assuming that there will probably be several boars up here in the thick of this forest. So I literally cannot afford that right now because it costs 100 to purchase that land, and then of course the monthly upkeep on top of that. But literally just the cost of this land plus unlocking butchering is more than the money I have right now. So I might have to pause on that for a moment. So instead I was thinking I need to look at making some money. I have two options. Number one, I could do a mandate, right? So I could discuss a levy with my villagers. And what that would be is a one-time moment of taxing, right? So it's a one-time tax on the villagers. They will lose some happiness temporarily while they kind of get over that, and that will give me a one-time burst of gold. I don't know how much that'll be because I only have 23 villagers, and they're all serfs. So I have no idea how much or how little that amount of money is going to be. It could be 20, 50, 80, I don't know how many coins that'll be. So the only other way I could think to make money right now would be selling, trading. So when we look at our trading, we have unlocked trading with Trotberry, and we've already set up to sell them fish. We have tons and tons of fish. We have 442 fish. We are our fish production is well outpacing our need for fish at the moment. However, Trotberry will only buy 25 at a time, and that's every time they come around to, every time a merchant comes through, they'll buy 25. So that's only 25 gold each time a Trotberry merchant comes through. So while that is going to be good income, it's not great income. It's not a whole lot. So the other thing here, though, is that they'll buy polished stone for 3 coins each stone. And so will Northberry. So to unlock Northberry, we just have to give them 20 planks, and we can unlock trading with Northberry. And then if we start creating stone, each of those will buy polished stone at 3 gold each every time they come by. Now, to unlock polished stone, that is going to cost me 50 to unlock it, and then I just have to build the stonemason's hut and, of course, assign a person to it. Or more than one stonemason's hut if I feel I need it. Now, one thing that will require, I know, is some of this cloth. We have 15 cloth left. I believe each one of those stonemason's hut will cost 5 cloth, I think. And we need a little bit of cloth left over because whenever we start with the refined food, we're gonna need cloth for another merchant tent. I'm sorry, another market tent. So I'd be very, very careful on how I spend that cloth that we have, because once I spend it all, we have to buy more from someone else. And actually, who could we buy it from? See, a cloth costs 4 coins from them. So, gotta be really careful with the cloth. Okay, so I think that is the plan. I think I'm going to look at going with a stonecutter and see if we can start earning some money first, and just see how well we can do with that to see if we can then afford to look at our refined food before we go broke. Without going broke. Also, when we ended last episode, we had a regional fair going on. We still have 11 days left in the regional fair. We just have to keep that happiness above 75, which, like I said, we're sitting here at a solid 80%. The only thing that's going to lower that would be doing a mandate for taxes. That would lower it. Or losing any of these needs in that amount of time, which I don't think is going to happen. So we have 11 in-game days to get the bonus from that fair. We have 23 population, and right now our church can handle 24. So that's one thing I have to remember, is that if we grow the population... Oh, hey. Some of the visitors had a great time and cheered up your villagers. That's pretty awesome. Okay. Oh, hey. Delighted visit. Okay, so the need for refined food is still the minus 20. Okay, that's why they're not at 100. But the delighted visitors are giving us a plus 15%. So as you can see, some people are already at, see, this one's 95%, 95%. So already that fair is helping to boost our happiness temporarily. So that's pretty good. Okay. Oh, so as I was saying, I'm being really careful on bringing people into the town, because I know that once I exceed 24, I am going to have to add on to this church. So this church can serve more than 24. I also know that every new person I bring in is going to eat more fish, right? So I have to be careful about that. And I do have enough housing right now, so we still have 4 empty slots in this house and 3 empty slots in this house. So I still have housing for up to 7 more people. Okay. Now, let's look at doing the stonemason's hut. Okay, we have unlocked that, so let's go ahead and... Right, okay, so each one of these is going to take 5 cloth to make. That's going to take some wood and, oh wow, 8 tools. We should get some of those tools back because of our edict. And it's 25 coins up front. Wow. Wow, that's really expensive. Okay, what's this saying? See, yeah, it's telling me your treasury appears low. You should levy some funds. I'll continue on my own. Thanks. I mean, I'm going to have to do it eventually. Oh, what is this saying? Your villagers are very grateful for the food you provided them. They wish, let's see, they wish you had more to offer. Okay, so they're tired of just eating fish. But, let's see. Yeah, I'll continue on my own because right now they're happy. So, unless it becomes a negative, then I'm not going to worry about diversifying their food. Okay, so 25 coins to build one of these stonemasons' huts. Well, let's build one first and see what we get out of it. So I'd like to build it here by where the stone is being produced. I guess I'll put it on the other side of this lumber camp. Okay. And we'll just kind of turn it this way. As long as they have access to these ways in, they should be fine. Okay, let's get that built. And I am going to... Okay, they take one stonemason. Now, it's best suited to commoner, which means I put a single serf in there. He's going to be working at like half capacity. But I will go ahead and... Hold on, do I have any unemployed people? I don't believe so. No unemployed people. So I will bring this person in. Let them go ahead and find themselves a house and kind of find some food and water. Oh, hey! I just saw some trade happen. So this guy just came through. And he... Let's see, we're going to have to look at our log to see what he did. All right, great. So he bought 25 fish for 25. That says 28. Okay, that's really hard to read. But that actually says that he bought 25 fish for 28 coins. So that's awesome. Let me take a, can I take a look at that? So this month. Yes, okay. So we made 28 coins this month, which offset that 25 we just spent on the stonemason's hut, which is pretty awesome. And I'm guessing, so it's 28. We got 28, and I'm guessing that is because of this right here. Oh, here we go. Trade price bonus of 10% from village with labor allegiance. So I'm guessing that he bought the 25 plus a 10% would be 27.5, which I'm guessing rounded up to 28. So I'm guessing that's why we got 28 gold instead of 25. So that's pretty awesome. That's really awesome. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get the stonemason in here. Let's start working, and let's go ahead and give him a place to put that polished stone once it is ready. Okay, as far as the tool usage, this doesn't give us a history of the tool usage, does it? And I'm guessing that probably wasn't in the log either. I was curious to see just how much stonemason's hut was built. Okay. I was curious to see how many of those tools got refunded back to us. Okay, so it's going to be interesting to see how quickly this guy can work. So again, he's working at half speed because he's a commoner. And we can only fit one guy in here. I would love it if we could fit two. But we can't. We can only get one at a time. Well, now that we will be producing stone, let's take a look at our trade routes here. And let's go ahead and start selling polished stone. We're going to sell as much as we have. And I'm going to unlock the trade route to Northbury. That's going to cost us 20 planks, which we have plenty of planks. So now we'll go to polished stone. And again, if we click that, it takes us here. So we're going to basically sell every polished stone that they'll take. I will need polished stone myself for building eventually. But until we start building things that need polished stone, I want all of the polished stone I produce to be sold off for income. Okay, great. So now it's just a matter of waiting to see how much he can produce. So he produces it very, very slowly, and he's just producing one. See, he went and got 19 stone, or 20 stone, and he's slowly producing one polished stone. Edit building. Yeah, there's not much you can do with that. And this is an 8 upkeep cost. Holy cow, this thing is really, really expensive. So that building is going to cost us an upkeep of 8 a month. So this guy really better produce enough stone. He'd have to, well, we sell 3 stones just to offset the upkeep cost. So he really needs to produce a decent amount of stone. We already have 1, so he has produced 1 already. Okay, gonna keep my eye on that and just see, like, the next time we have a trader, a merchant come through, we'll have to see how many polished stones are being sold so we can kind of see what that pace is. We got 2 more days left on our regional fair. Whoa, it says we're currently at 74 happiness. What is going on? What is going on? What's going on? These 2 are at 55. What's happening? Why? Some visitors had a terrible time and upset your villagers? Rustic food is what is okay, what caused that? 56%. Okay, we're back at 75%. This guy has no housing? Our new stonemason hasn't found a house yet. Because he hasn't found a house, he's got a lower happiness. And I guess he had a terrible time too? I don't understand what caused that. I guess that's just a consequence of doing that. But we are at 76%. These guys are slowly losing this annoyance, whatever that is. Does that show up in the logs? Annoyed visitors. Wow, that's really hard to read. Some of the visitors had a terrible time and upset your villagers. So I guess that's the opposite of the delighted villagers. Okay, I guess that's probably just out of my control. Okay. We're at 78% happy. This thing is almost there, so I think we're going to succeed on that fair, which will give us trade bonuses and happy bonuses. Okay, this guy found his house. That's good. He's still one of the ones that were annoyed with the visitors. Okay, the Merry Fair, success. We got 10 labor influence. There we go. Awesome. And now we should be getting happiness bonuses from that as well. We get the Merry Fair gives us a plus 25%. So once the annoyance runs away and the rustic food minus 1% runs away, we're going to be well up over 100%. That's awesome. Okay, good. Perfect. We still only have one polished stone. So again, this guy produces really, really slowly. And I remember that from my last game too, that the stonemasons really produce slow. Very, very, very slow. Even if he was upgraded to a commoner, he would produce pretty slowly. Yeah, and now, of course, he's one person, right? So now he's on free time. He's not producing any. So we'll see how much money we're actually able to make off of that stonemason's hut. Let's see. Okay. So in the meantime, we still have enough housing for like 6 more people, which would be more than enough to get our hunters and our butchers. But again, I'm gonna need to purchase 100 in land plus 50. So I need to spend 150 just to unlock the hunting, which I don't have, and then plus however much it costs to build those buildings. Because I have to build a hunter and a butcher and another tent. Here we go, 105% happiness. Okay, so the only negative we're getting is the fact that we don't have refined food yet. Everyone's annoyances with the fair went away. So everybody looks like this right now with a extra 25% coming from the fair. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to, that now would be the perfect time to levy a tax. So let's see how much we get from this. Okay, we'll get 72. They'll lose 30% happiness for some time, which will basically take away what we just got from the fair, but we'll get 72 gold. I'm gonna have to do it. It has to be done. Available in 7 days. Coins levied. Okay. Oh, I think the available in 7 days means I can't do it again for 7 days. I wonder if that's how long the unhappiness lasts. Right, so now everyone's got a minus 30% for this. They'll get over it in time is what it says. Alright, well let's use that money we just got. Oh my gosh, I can still only buy the land. Oh my gosh, I still don't have much money. Okay, well let's start with buying the butchering. Because if nothing else now, that should at least show us where the pigs are. we have like 2 pigs in our property. 1 there too. That's it. And those will probably be even less. I need to start planting trees maybe out here. I can maybe get a few more pigs over here. Because I now no longer have... Yeah, see, I figured this lot up here, this lot here, is going to have tons of pigs. But it's going to cost me 100 gold to buy that, and I don't have that money. So let's see. Let's see what the hunting hut will cost. It's a 10 gold cost, and then just wood and a couple of tools. The butchery itself is just stone and planks. Okay, so those are and 10 gold. Okay, and then if we do that, we're also going to need a market. Which a market, right? 5 cloth for the tent. Yep. Which we only have 10 cloth left. Okay. So I do have enough to make... I can start creating all of those things. So what I'm thinking is I put the hunters here. And for now, I make this their hunting ground. So they're gonna be slow getting it. But once I can afford this land, I'll buy this land, and then I'll let them hunt up there. And that's going to have to be my plan. I'm going to have to go with it. Everything else is holding pretty steady. Our fish are still over 400. We have 2 stone available to purchase. I don't see a merchant on his way. Okay, so we got a little bit more time for that stone to build up. I don't know how often the merchants come by. Alright, let's go ahead and build the hunter's hut. So again, eventually they're going to be hunting this lot up here. So yeah, I'll just keep kind of putting all of the things here. Okay, let's get that going. And do I go ahead and... I think I go ahead and start the butchery as well. Just go ahead and spend it now. Get it over with. Okay, hold on. I might have to get those people too. Let's see. I want to see where the front of this building is. Yeah, that'll look nice against the street there. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and build that. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Let's see. Let me go ahead and bring these 3 people in. Let them go ahead and start finding a place to live. Now, I also have to look at upgrading our church now. So, we currently have 27 people. We can still get a few more. So let's see what kind of the smallest upgrade is for this church. So this right here will add 6 people. This will add another 24. This will add another 24. Both of those cost the same. This will only add 12 people, but the cost is not near as much as... Okay. Minimum 3. Minimum 6. So this is just planks and tools. This is planks and tools and wood. I think I go ahead and invest in a slightly larger extension onto the church. And that will hold us for quite a while. Sure, I think that'll look fine. Looks a little funny with the roof overlap, but that'll look fine, right? That'll look silly. Okay, that's gonna add 24. That's gonna add 3 more upkeep. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, I just did a whole lot of spending just now with resources and stuff. Okay, these things are done. So, okay, so let's go ahead and get the hunters in here. And get a butcher in here. Let them start producing. Oh gosh, we're going to need to give them a granary too, eventually. I don't want to open up a tent until I feel like there's enough to feed everybody. Because I don't want suddenly there to be food, but then there not to be enough to feed everybody, and then everyone gets upset. So, let's take a look at what's going on with people. So they're already over. Well, no, here we go. Here's the mandate. Okay, so that's still kind of working its way down. It's at minus 23. Okay, so at least the percentage shrinks as it's going away. So that's good. Boy, I need a sip of something. Okay, what is this saying? They need to know where they can hunt. Okay, let's give them some hunting grounds. So let's tell them they can hunt all up in here. There we go. Okay. So let's see how quickly they can start producing boars and see how quickly this person can start producing meat. So now this is going to be one serf. I will bring another person into this butchery, so at least it can go at 50% capacity. If this outpaces the butchery by a lot, then I might pull one of those people into the butchery. We'll have to wait and see. We do have 4 polished stones right now. Do we have any merchants coming yet? Okay, here comes a merchant. So he will buy up to 25 stone, which we only have 4 ready for him to buy. But still, he's buying them for 3 each, so that's like 12 plus our trade bonus. And he's going to buy fish. Now, I wonder if the Merry Fair is going to give us an even bigger bonus on the on the trade here. So let's see what happens with this guy's trade. Yes, okay. So he actually paid us 31 for those 25 fish. So we're getting a boost. We're still getting a trade bonus from that fair, which is pretty nice. So he's going to buy these 4 stones. And he should buy them for 3 each. So that's 12 plus some kind of bonus. So we got 15 for that. See, look, we're just now over 100 coins. We technically could afford that land, but boy, we don't have any upkeep money then. I hear a horse coming too. We have another trader coming, but unless this guy can produce a stone or 2 in that amount of time, we're not going to have anything for them to buy. Now, here's another thing is we can sell planks. So let's look at so this person will buy planks, and they'll buy up to 25. So let's sell planks over 100, okay? So let's say anything over 100, we will sell. Okay? And I'm pretty sure that only this one will buy planks. This one will not. Okay, so when this one comes around, he'll buy up to 25 planks. So as long as we're up over 100, I think that should be okay. Okay, let's see what this messenger had to say. Improving trade with Trotberry. They see a potential fleet and carriages. They want to trade more goods with your village. I will see to it. The neighboring village will expect you to eventually help them by sending resources through a mandate. They want to trade more goods with your village, improving. You know what? I'll just kind of go at my own pace on that. We'll see. So let's see while we're waiting for things to happen here. Let's look at this. Okay, so we've traded 40 with them. So now we are at a point where we can upgrade. So if we want to improve their trade route, we have to give them, look, 50 tools. We can't do that. We can't afford that. And we have to we're gonna have to have a bailiff to do it. So while I appreciate the offer, we can't afford to do any of that right now. So let's bring in one more person, and we're gonna put them in the butcher shop. And I'm going to bring in this one more person as well. And so this is some advice I'm taking from DM Bar. Was saying, like, you can hire temporary people as like transporters in a warehouse in the meantime. I wasn't hiring them before because I didn't want to take up houses and stuff. But now that I have the space for them, and I have the church capacity for them, and I'm pretty sure we're not going to run out of fish, I'm okay with taking in an extra person for now. And I'm going to just temporarily put them to work in one of the warehouses, knowing that as soon as I need that person for something else, which is either going to be a market tent or a granary, then I will transfer that person to that other job. So there is no stones for him to buy. Let's see if he goes and buys some planks. It's an awfully big backpack he's got. Boom, 31 gold for 25 planks. Look at that. That's awesome. Okay, we have already produced 5 meat. That's awesome. Look at that. We have 5 meat in our butcher shop. And we have 2 boars waiting to be processed. Well, we have 2 boars here at the hunter's shop, hunter's shack, hunter's tent, hunter's hut. Waiting for the butcher to come over and pick them up. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of food here. I don't think I want to open the market tent until we've built up a decent amount of food. So let's hold off on that. I don't think I'm going to stare at the stone anymore. I'll turn that off. I do want to keep these lit up, though, just so that I can see what's happening there. Let's take a look at the hunting. Okay, we still have, like, you know, the same amount of boars that we had last time. I don't know if, like, if I have this whole thing, will he still just come in and go right to the boars and get them? Or will he come and, like, look around? I have no idea how that works. I assume it's fine. I'm assuming they'll just go right to the boars. Well, actually, you know what? Where are they at? This person's gathering boars. So let's go take a look at this person. Okay, and we're going to turn on the little boar thingy. Okay, she goes right to the boar. So she went right to the boar. Follow her. Oh, look, she's got her little bow. I've never seen them hunt before. She's got her little bow. That's so cool. You go. You can do it. You can do it. I have faith in you. Yes, look at that thing. It's like as big as she is. That is so awesome. That's so cool. That is so cool. That's awesome. I love that. I love that. I've never looked at a hunter work before. Okay, another thing I want to do. Oh, they've made a road here now. So before there was no road here, and I was going to move this market tent. In fact, I still do want to move the way this market tent is shaped. It's kind of in the middle of the street. So let me edit this. and I kind of want to turn it. It's going to cost us... Oh, hold on a second. It's going to cost us cloth? Nope, 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 nope. Never mind, never mind. Not worth it. However, if I... Can I, like, move one of the signs? There is no way that maintenance, moving this sign, is going to cost that. That is... Oh my gosh, that is ridiculous. Alright, well, the market tent is going to stay where it is. So we already have 20 food, 20 meats. I feel like I want to wait till this is more like closing in on 50, or at least the 30 to fill up a tent, fill up a market tent. All right, I just want to take a look. I'm just really curious. Okay, so that boar is going. Oh, look, you can see the person walking out with the boar right when it disappeared. There it is. Okay, so they're already out of boars. I don't know how long it's going to take to bring them back. I have 129 gold. Do we have any merchants on their way? No. I'm going to have to buy this land. This is going to be expensive. Oh! I felt that. That was painful. Mineral deposits discovered nearby. Oh, because I just unlocked that property. I get you. Okay. Where's my village? Oh, here I am. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Well, now, of course, we can hunt all up in here. We can just do this entire property as hunting. Holy cow, we're gonna have boars forever and ever and ever. Okay. There we go. You know what? I'll just keep it to the edges. It helps me see where my property lines are a little bit better. There we go. You can do all of that. All of it. Oh, look at these boars showed back up. They're going to be closer for them to walk to, so I'm going to take away this. And I'm going to let my woodcutters keep going on over here. Awesome. Okay, we've got 25 meats. We have one extra resident ready to run this tent. How many houses? That house is full. This house can fit one more person. We can fit one more villager. So we have one that's going to run the market tent. We're probably going to have to open a granary eventually. So let me bring in one more person. And I will put that person to work in the other warehouse. Okay. A merchant is approaching our village. Oh, a merchant. That's not the trader. Look how far away they are. Can't even see. You can just see my little icons from here. Oh, look at the little message in her hand. Not quite like the guy on the horse with the "I'm gonna deliver this message." Not quite as aggressive as that guy. I have no idea what she's gonna be telling us when she gets here. Okay, we've got our 30 meat. Do I go ahead and start getting this market tent going now? Do I start the market tent now? I just want to make sure that, like, we have 30 people, right? That's 30 food. That's enough to feed everybody at least one time. I just don't want people to know it's there and not be able to access it. I'm glad that our fish is staying, so all these extra people aren't eating too many fish, so that's good. We now have 35 meat. Alright, I think we're going to have to go ahead and open up that market tent. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. So, let's go ahead and put another food stall. I guess I'll just keep it here, right around the well and the other one, so to make sure that when people are coming here to do their business, they're coming here to rest, to go home, to get their water, and their food will all be in the same spot. So we'll go ahead and put this one here. And we'll go ahead and add, so now I'm going to go with, I saw some guy online where he was like, the first level, the rustic, he did like one tent, and then the refined, he did the next tent, and then when he gets to like the super stuff, he gets that tent. So this one I'm going to do the blue tent on. I like that idea. Okay, that's going to cost us 5 more of those cloths. We're only going to have 5 cloths left. Speaking of cloth, our stone production is pretty slow. Hold on a second. What's going on with this one over here? This one, I want to undo the edit on that one. Okay. See, look, it's still showing me like this is going to turn. And I don't want that to happen. Oh, I think that edit is just kind of there. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and build this guy. Cannot build because it... I need 25 gold to build this. 25 gold? 25 gold for the tent. Which I don't have. Wow. Holy moly. Alright, well, I can't build that tent yet, but it's going to be there for whenever I need it. Now, this one here, let me go to the edit screen. I want to... Can I undo this edit? Because it's... Look, it's still doing like I'm trying to edit it. I don't want to destroy it. I want to undo clear changes. Ah, okay. Phew. Okay. I didn't want to have to look at that every time that happened. Okay, there we go. All right, I can't build the thing yet, and we're about to have too much meat. Okay. Oh, hey! Our messenger is here. Oh, look, she's like stretching. She's like, oh my god, that was such a long walk. Whew. And she just about got barreled over by the patrollers. Bonk. Wood for the elders. We can accumulate 100 logs. We haven't gotten even close to 100 logs because we're turning everything into planks. Oh, that's 150 gold, but I don't think I can do it. 100. There's no, it doesn't look like there's a penalty for failing. I just don't think we're going to get 100 wood, even if I stop plank production. 15 days. 15 days. I don't know. That's 150 gold, though. That's a lot of money. I don't know how fast these guys produce their stuff. Huh. I just don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Sorry. I sure could use that money, though. I just don't think that's possible. Bummer. Okay. Well, don't cry over spilled milk. I said no. Okay, so I think I'm going to have to... Let's see, at least see what a granary will cost us here. 10 gold. Some logs. And some stone, which we have. No tools. Alright, let's go ahead and get the granary, just so that we can start storing this meat. I will put the granary here next to this, with the little way in right here. That's going to end up being our meat granary. Will it look nicer over here? Nah, we'll just put it here where it was going to be. Now, I think one of the ways into this butchery is right here, so I can't block that entranceway. Maybe if I tilt this a little bit. Okay, so one of those people I hired can go in here, and then that person can put meat and any extra boars in this granary, so that should be good. And I guess we're just going to have to build up meat until we can afford this market tent, because we're at 6 gold now. How are we looking on our... We're 97% happy. Most people are 100. Why are they 100? They still have the Merry Fair going on, and the tax is only down to -5 now. And these folks here aren't even feeling that anymore. Well... Okay, so these must be people that came in after all of that happened. Oh yeah, the hunters, the butchers, and the extra transporters. I think once this goes to 0, we levy another tax. Okay, I don't think I need to hire those people because I need 1 for the market and 1 for the granary. And we don't have any room for people anyway. Okay, so if I were... I'm going to have to know that next time I hire people or bring in people, I'm going to have to increase our living capacity. I'm going to have to upgrade another house or 2. Which is costs us only 20 planks, honestly. Well, plus it's going to cost us whatever it takes us to get to the... Like if it's a watchtower or whatnot. Okay, let's go ahead and... Let's go ahead and take 1 person out of here. So dismiss you from this workplace. And then I want to put you in this workplace. And we're going to assign meat, and boars. Okay, so we got 1 slot for boars, 2 slots for meat. That should be good. Because it looks like our meat production is going to outpace our boar production. So I think that's good. Alright, I don't think we need to bring either of these 2 people on, so we can let them sit. Okay. I think we're looking pretty good right now. So we have 6 gold, so we are flat broke. We don't have any... Oh, we have a merchant on its way. A trader. I keep calling them merchants. So this guy will buy stone and fish. So he's going to buy fish. We have 5 stone to sell, so that's 15 plus trade bonuses. He's going to buy 25 fish plus trade bonuses. So I think that he will give us enough money to build this market tent. So let's try to get that market running before we end this episode. And then we'll kind of see where we're at. Okay, so let's kind of... I want to watch this guy. There we go. Let's watch him. Okay, so there we go. He just spent 31 on that fish. Okay, so that puts us at... We're at 34 gold. So now he should come over here and buy some of this polished stone, which we have a few of. 4 or 5. It says we have 5. I don't know how... They're all in the storage. Okay, he just bought all 5 of those for 18. We're at 51. That is awesome. We were at 6 just a moment ago. So that gives us enough to go ahead and build this. Again, it's going to take 5 cloth. So we only have 5 cloth remaining after this is built. Alright, waiting for builder. Also, I'm thinking at some point we probably... Considering we've been building like down this end, we've been building houses and churches, and this end, we should probably drag the builder's hut down to this side of the street and then leave this open for a different workspace. Let's see, can we edit this? If I were to edit this, it's going to cost 1 gold to move this. Let's put the builder's hut down here a little bit closer to where they're building things. Just so they have to walk a little bit less to get to their construction sites. And that'll open up a little bit of a space here, so if we get, like if we want to bring in another stone cutter or something, we have a space here for it. Okay. How we doing on that market? Just says waiting for a builder. Okay, I just saw some builders come into the tent, so hopefully they will take that job. There we go. 2 builders are bringing resources. Okay, so now they have to walk. Okay, see, before I had the builder's tent here close to the resources so they could get the resources quicker, but I don't know what the smarter play is there. Do we keep them close to the resources or closer to where they're building things? I don't know that it matters. I don't know that that matters. Either way, they either walk longer to get the resources or they walk longer to get to their construction sites. Okay, I'm not going to second guess it. I'll just leave them where they're at. Okay, we got 60 meat over here. So once we open up this market, we've got enough like for 2 pieces of meat for each person. So that should be enough for everybody. I imagine. I mean, I could probably eat only one of those pig legs. Okay, we can go ahead and get the market tender in there now. So that was we want to take this person out of the warehouse, and we want to put this person in the market. And right now it can store 10, but then once the tent is built, it'll be able to store 20. We're gonna go ahead and assign meat to that. Oh, hey, we have another. Oh, there was probably no stone for him on his pass through, huh? Let's see in the logbook. Oh no, he bought 1 stone for 4 gold. There we go. That's nice. Okay, I hear a horse coming. So there is a message on its way. I want to see once our market tender. So once that tent is built, boy, they got that dark cloud coming right over everything. I want to see the market tender start selling this food. Okay, the tent is done. And now when we look at it, the capacity is now 30. So as soon as the market tender starts working, she should be able to get 30 food over there, and then everyone should start eating that. Let's see what this person has to say. Improving trades with Northbury. Okay. I'm going to see to that later, and again, think again. Yeah, see, improving their trade is 50 bread. So, yeah, I'm not going to be improving, and I need a bailiff. So I won't be improving their trade routes anytime soon. Okay, let's see. You are fetching. Oh, she's still finishing up her transporting job. She's fetching wood from the lumber camp. I dismissed you from that job, though. She's finishing up. Fetching wood. She's finishing up all of her transportation jobs. Oh, there you go. That's like her 2-week notice. She had to give her 2-week notice to the warehouse. Oh, that's great. I love it. That's so funny. Fetching planks. Transporting planks. Wow, she's just really, she had a lot of work lined up to do, didn't she? All right. Well, I think I call it an episode here. So let's go ahead and hide all of our stats. Okay, so I'm liking where we're sitting right now. The town is looking really nice. Most of our residential areas now are cleared of trees. It looks like they're still clearing a bit more here. And now all these houses. Now, look, you can see here now, even though I put these lots right next to each other, you can see like where their fences are. There's such a huge gap between them. Pretty crazy. Yeah, okay, so again, we have 30 people in our town now. We have everything, all the supplies that they need. Pretty soon they're all going to start eating some of this meat. And once they start eating some of that meat, then they should all get this 20% here, and then their base should be 100% at that point. Whoa, why is this person upset about housing? Huh. Why is this person upset with housing? I don't understand that. Okay. That might be something we'll have to look into later. So the Merry Fair bonus is still going away, but it looks like the negative from the tax levy is already gone. We're sitting here at 47 coins right now, so we're actually doing pretty good. That one tax levy pushed us over the limit to what we needed to do to get this land purchased, which is giving us all these pigs to eat. So that's really, really good. So that was definitely a very good investment. I think that worked out perfectly. Okay, I was going to chop that front part off here because I don't think the pigs really come down any closer to the edge of the thing. Okay. Yeah, so that's doing really well. So once we get our marketer working, then everyone will start eating that, and then all their happiness will go up again. So perfect. So I think next episode, there it is. She's bringing her 30 pig legs over here, pork legs. All right, so now we should start seeing people start eating this food, and then once they do, all of that refined food here that says refined food is -20, that's going to start going away. I want to see the first person stop and eat some food, and then we'll head out. There we go. Boom, look at this. We are now eligible to raise people to commoner because the additional needs have now been met for people. So if we look at this person, this is Linhart. Linhart already had the refined food, so his happiness now is sitting at 114%. He is 100% happy plus the Merry Fair bonus of 14%. So this is fantastic. We got a 100% person here. We got a 100. Okay, great. So people are discovering that food already. Look at how many people now are at 100 or more from here up. Oh, that's fantastic. This is great. Okay, so next episode, I guess we'll kind of look at, well, I'll think about what our next plan is. We're going to have to start upgrading some housing and stuff. And then we're going to have to see what we can do to start making some more money. And it might be something like bringing on another stonemason or something, or looking for some resource that we can sell to our traders. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I think we accomplished quite a bit today. It was a little shaky right there because we were out of money and I wasn't sure if I was going to get over that hump, but we got over it very easily, and now we're cruising again. So thanks again. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.